Encapsulation is one of the four fundamental object oriented programming principles in Java. So, it is the process of wrapping variables and the methods that operates on the data into a single unit called class. So, think of it as putting the data and the methods into a capsule, hence the name encapsulation. So, this allows the internal representation of an object to be hidden from the outside world. Instead of accessing fields directly, other classes interact with them through getter and setter methods. So, in real life world, so imagine a vending machine. You can see the buttons and screen, but the internal mechanism is hidden. So you press a button and it gives you an item. So you can't directly access the machine's internal part. This is how encapsulation works, exposing only what needed and hiding everything else. So the benefit is data hiding, as I mentioned, like prevents external classes from directly accessing and modifying data. Security, like protects the data by exposing only necessary methods to the outside world. Code maintainability, like changes in internal code do not affect external classes. Increased flexibility, you can control how your fields are accessed or modified. Then reusability, encapsulated code is easier to reuse and refactor. So, before getting into example, like there are two concepts called a package and access modifier, which involved in encapsulation. So let's see what is a package. So a package in Java is a namespace that groups related classes, interfaces, subpackages, and methods together. So you will be having a project, within that you will have a source, and inside source you can have the packages. So whatever the packages you want, you can create, and Java provides default packages also. So think of it as a folder in your computer that contains Java files. It helps to organize code, avoid name conflicts, and control access using access modifiers. So why we use packages, like it organizes the code, avoid conflicts, like preventing naming conflicts between classes with the same name. Then helps in using access modifiers like protected or public and all. So again, classes in packages can be reused across packages or projects. The types of packages in Java are like built-in packages from Java API and user-defined packages where you can create those. So the built-in packages are like java.lang, util.io, .sql, .net, and there are many default packages available, um, which is provided by Java. So then user defined packages, like you can create your own packages to organize your code better. So syntax here is like package name, means usually the first statement in the file or in the program is package itself. Then you can see this is the class, and just print the message, and how it looks is like this, means you'll have a package, then the class, means I will show it in the IDE as well. So creating the file in the folder, matching the package name, then compiling it, then running the like your class package dot my class. Usually, whenever you want to use a scanner, like you have to import some classes, right? So those are all within the Java package itself. Then these are all how to create the package and all. This can be done through UI as well. I will show it in the ID itself. So important to note, like a Java source file can belong to only one package, and the package statement must be the first line. And you can use import to bring classes from package, like import java.util.scanner. So this is how we bring the classes. And you can use import package dot everything. So in this case, if you use java.util.star, and it will import all the classes from the package. And sub packages, like Java doesn't automatically create as sub packages, you must define, like it's like folder within folder. So on high level, like packages are the folder and where you have all your Java files placed. And We have seen the packages now, and there is other concept called access modifiers. So in Java, access modifiers are keyword used to set the visibility or accessibility of classes, constructors, methods, and variables. They help to enforce encapsulation. Means which we have already seen, like how we can or why we need encapsulation and all. So to achieve encapsulation, access modifier like plays a main role here. So here can see we have four modifiers, that is public, protected, default, and private. So public class, methods, or fields, so it can be accessed from anywhere. You just need to create an object of for the class, then you can access those fields, methods, or whatever the properties you have within the class. And protected are like protected access modifiers, like you can access within the same class packages and subclasses from different packages as well. Like if you are inheriting some classes from different package, you can use those access modifier as well, like protected access modifiers. Then default one, like without any access modifier, like if you are created any class fields without access modifier, those are all called default one. So only within same packages those can be accessed within the same package. And the private, we like this can be accessed within same class itself. So let's see the examples of all access modifiers. So simple, the public one. So here there is a class called person. So all fields and methods are public here. So this can be accessed anywhere on your project. Like let's say if you want to access name of a person class, like you, what you have to do is you just need to create an object, then use the reference variable to access either a name or either the variable or the method. You can see here, if you want to access these two things, you just need to create an object and just use dot operator to access or use the method. Then comes a private. So as I mentioned, like private modifier restrict access to within the same class only. So that is here you can see example. I have a bank account class which is public, but the fields you can see the balance is private here. To modify the field balance, you need to have either getter and setter method. Like here you can see deposit method, which will add the means modify the field. And if you want to retrieve the field, you can use getter method, that is public. So here this is the encapsulation actually. So here we are just or we have created a field which is a private, and the getter and setter is public. So you can see here I have created object and I'm depositing it. Like if you want to modify, you have to use either these two public methods. If you want to, like if you try to access it directly, it is not allowed. You will get an error, and you have to get the value using getter method itself. Then comes a protected. This modifier allows access in the same package and in a subclass and outside the package itself. You can see I have a package one and I have a class called animal, and the type you can see it's a protected. It's a mammal, makes sound, animal sound. And in package 2, I'm importing it, importing the package 1 class, then extending the animal. So it's a subclass now. So I can use it like display. You can see type and make sound. So both mammal and make sound will can be retrieved or can be accessed if it is a subclass and the same class itself and same package also. So default package, like it's a package private, like when no access modifier is specified. In both the cases you can see here I have specified a public, protected and all. If it is not added, or if there is no access modifier, then it is considered as a default. Otherwise, like package private, like it's a default to the package private, like accessible only within the same package. So yeah, this is an example. Within the package, you can access the name or show method and all. And on like this is a summary table. We have a public, protected, default, and private. Same class, everything can be accessed. And same package, private can't, like within the package, if the field is a private, you can't access it. And means only it's subclass, only within subclass you can access private. And default is for same class and same package, and protect is for same class, same package, and subclass we have to inherit it. Then public everywhere. So now we have seen access modifiers and package. Let's see how encapsulation works using these two things. So to implement encapsulation in Java, you need to follow two steps. One, make class as private. So you have seen, like if you make any class as private, so that can be accessed within the same class itself, and provide public getter and setter. So the class variable is private now, and to access or modify those variables, you need to use a public getter or setter, or public method to modify or to get the value of the variable. Here is an example. I have a employee class, and both are public. So you can see here, I can just create an object and I can use it directly. So if you want to use encapsulation, then what I have to do is, so first make it private, then use a public method getter to get the value. And to set the value, make sure that it is not empty, then assign value to the variable. Same goes for age. So I have two variables, name and age. So you need two getters and two setters. One getter is for name, one getter is for age. Again, one set is for age and one for name. So within, again, in the main method, create an object for employee, then use set name and set age to set name and age, and use get name and get age to get the age and name. So again, key concepts or keyword are like private, public, that are access modifiers. Then getter method, setter method. Get method and set method, in the sense, if you want to retrieve the value, we call it as a getter, and if you want to set a value for the variables, we call it as a methods or setter methods. So yeah, to summarize, encapsulation, like what it does, it binds the data and methods into a single class, then hiding the like hides implementation. External code can't access, like we have seen why we can't access it, and how access modifier plays a role on these things. Then benefits like security, maintainability, flexibility, modularity, and clean code. To have a clean code, it's good to use encapsulation and all. So when to use encapsulation? So when you want to hide sensitive data from outside, so encapsulation will be used to create, as I mentioned in the previous videos, like models. So when you create a models, like there are lots of places in projects or in real world, we use models where we create a class, and we use encapsulation principles there, like adding a private fields and a public methods or getter and setter methods. When you want to enforce rules like validation before modifying a value, you can use encapsulation. And when you want to ensure your code is more modular and easy to change, so in those cases you can use encapsulation. So most of the time, so when you are working with a database or any like when you build API, you go for encapsulation principles to build models and all. So let's say a simple example in Eclipse. So yeah, so what is packages? Like how you can packages? These are packages, like I have array package, basic package, flow control, oops. So all the classes within oops concept I have added, like it's all packaging. How it's, you can see here. This is one way of encapsulating, that is I have a separate package for each concepts, and within that I have the classes. And if you want to create, it's just a new package. You can have package within packages, and it's for a like basically it's for a cleaner code and all. So as an example, let me execute this. So in this example, you can see first account name. I'll give SW, means there are four options: withdraw, deposit, show balance, and exit. So let me exit it first. So what I'm doing here is I have a bank account class which has two private fields, that is owner and balance. So both the owner name and the balance is private here. So usually in the banking system, what you do, you will be having the name and you will be depositing the amount. You'll be withdrawing it, or you'll just checking the balance. So for all those things we will create, or I have created a getter and setter method to get the value. It's a get balance, it will just return the balance. Then deposit, to deposit the amount. I have checked like whether the depositing amount is greater than zero or not, then add it to the balance. Then display the message saying amount is deposited, or else like invalid deposit amount. Then we have seen like get the, or to check the balance, it's get balance. To deposit amount, it's a deposit method. Then withdrawal, so I have withdrawal. So if the amount is greater than zero and not equal to balance, then, or so here I'm just using like I'm just subtracting the amount. Then withdrawal amount will be displayed. Show details like account holder and current balance. So in the main method, I have used the scanner class. So you can see here, I have imported the packages. Oops. So within that, I have import class. Then the first statement is enter the, like first get the name of the account holder. I will be creating the object for the bank account. Then I have a while loop and switch statement. So here to get the details, like just to print the details, menu, deposit, withdraw, show the balance, and exit. Then choose an option. Based on the option selected, I will be doing the operation like enter the deposit amount. If it is deposit, using the object which I have created, I will use deposit method. Like all the methods are like deposit, withdraw, show details, are all are public, but I am using private fields here. So once object is created, like as soon as object is created, you can see I have a constructor which will initialize the value. Like will add the name and balance to 0. So as soon as the account is created, your name will be there with balance 0. Then based on the options passed or provided, rest of the operation will happen. Like if it is exit, it will break, or it will just print and it will come out of the loop, or the like switch case. Then 2 is for withdrawal and 3 is for show the details. So let me execute now again. Name SWE. So now if you want to deposit, let me deposit 5,000. You can see once it is deposited, let me add deposit, withdraw, show balance. Let me show the balance. Current balance is 0. Let me deposit again. Amount is 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 is deposited. Again, show the details. Yes. Account holder is SW. Current balance is 5,000. Then withdrawal. Let me 2,000. Yeah. The withdrawal amount is 2,000 and withdrawed 2,000. Let me show the details now. Yeah. 2,000 is withdrawn, so the current balance will be 3,000. So this is how you can achieve encapsulation. So it's a simple example which you can use encapsulation using like private or public access modifiers. Yeah, this is all about encapsulation in Java. Thanks for watching.